everyone, this is PC Death Gamer. Welcome, well, to some changes you guys are going to be seeing. Um, One, of course, this is a stream. So, those that watched the first two parts of Okayunyumu, they were from streams I did on Twitch with work and everything else. The streams are coming over here to YouTube from now on. I'm going to try and keep it where it's daily at 9 a.m. for the streams. But for those that are wondering where all the past series are, um, don't worry, they're all still coming. Um, how it will be is you guys will get one stream a day, hopefully, and a recorded video a day. Those recorded videos could be backlogs from past streams that I've done on Twitch that I haven't edited it yet. Um, or they could be series that I can't stream because I have to edit them. Which I have fun. I have one that might be coming up here shortly. Even though it has a sequel coming out here within a few weeks. Or just whatever the other series is that I'm playing, it'll be recorded. How it will be used, you guys will get two series in rotation. So the stream, record it. Doing that way, at least I'll be able to play two games, get through all the backlog I do have. So do be prepared for that. Now, one thing I will say is I do oh, how am I going to put it? Oh, now I'm trying to think how I'm going to word this. The change that you guys are going to see on the games I play is everything's going to be played to 100%. Now that 100% could be how am I going to put it? Of course, these are going to be like this. I'll wait on that one. 100% will be everything achievement-wise to the best I can do. Now, some games will include multiplayer. If the multiplayer is still open, okay. If it's multiplayer I never will want to touch, it won't get touched. So, yeah. Be prepared on that. It's at least 100% story campaign-wise. But let's go ahead and jump over to Okayunyumu and start our third episode. Now, for those that didn't watch the last session, time is starting to get limited because Okayu is slowly starting to turn back into a cat. So it's going to be hit or miss with what happens. How much longer we have, not sure. But we will keep going and see how this goes. I do have my drink and everything, so I'm good. And do let me know if the volume's good or I need to make adjustments. So, despite the deep furrow forming on my brow, Okayu was all
ダメ
smiles.
かな。絶対に面白いと思うんだけど。
That's her talking about going to the beach. Just to see her more in a bikini. Of course, it's a no. My chance of going to university will go up in smoke if we get caught.
そっか。でも今年の夏も一度きりだよ。
Wait a minute, what? Security. Oh, the swimming pool at. Okay, yeah, they were talking about swimming and she wanted to go to the pool. I had to remember where I was with that.
何にも縛られずにやりたいことをやるのも楽しいと思うんだけどな。
For a moment, I imagined sneaking into the pool with Okayu. Entering the pool, hearts racing, getting startled by the smallest noise, and laughing quietly together. I'm sure it would be a blast.
ザ・善は急げってことで、今夜結構ね。お天気はどうかな。
Wait, I never agreed to.
言ったようなものだよ。さっきほやーってしてたじゃん。
Early, Okayu.
あれって僕とプールに行くの妄想してたんでしょう。
Are you a psychic?
違うよ。君の様子を見てれば誰だってわかる。
What look were we given?
それに今妄想してたって認めたようなものだしね。
I'm at such a loss for words. I'm able to utter a single sound. So I basically agreed to it already. There's no point in resisting her plan any
じゃ
longer.
夜までに水着を用意しておいてね。僕も家に帰って準備しなきゃ。バイバイ。
Oh my gosh, Okayu. Kay grabs the empty lunchbox and leaves the broadcasting room. Watch her disappear in silence, torn between how I should feel about tonight's escapade. Oh, great. Why is my Discord? Yeah, seems not loyal. Well, here we are.
ちゃったね。
The night is filled with the loud chorus of croaking frogs as Okayu and I stand behind the school's pool. Tilt my head back, sizing up the wall that separates us from the pool. It's taller than I expected. How are we supposed to climb over this?
なんだかんだ言って君も乗り気じゃん。
We came all the way to school. I don't want to go home empty-handed. Still can't shake the nervous thought getting caught by a teacher. But more than that, there's this bubbling excitement about sneaking into the pool at night. If I were alone, I'd never feel this way. I've always been known as the quiet, serious type, the one who never causes trouble. It's the first time I've ever tried something this crazy.
君は根が真面目だからね。長所だとは思うけど。でもたまには羽目を外してみるのもいいんじゃないかな。今まで知らなかった自分の新しい一面に気づけるかもよ。
Maybe. Either way, we've come this far. No turning back now.
人生何事も楽しまなきゃ損だよ。
Grinning, Okayu turned her gaze toward the wall.
でも高い壁だね。一人じゃ乗り越えられそうにない。
Think there's a ladder around? That's what she was saying. Okay. I glanced around, scanning both sides. Nope, nothing that convenient lying
な
around.
いよね。じゃあ正面から回り込む？
Nope, bad idea. What if we run into a security guard? Maybe we could use the bikes as a step. No, that still wouldn't be high enough.
でも僕と君が力を合わせればいけると思う。
Are you saying you want me to boost you up?
ピンポーン、大正解。作戦はこうさ。君が土台になって僕が上に乗る。 僕が壁の向こうに行ってロープとか探してくる。それを使って君が壁を越える。
Theoretically, that makes sense, but do you realize I'll have to touch your legs, right?
気にしないよ。相手は君だし。それに今までもっと大胆なこともしてきたしね。
Can't argue with that. She barged into the bathroom while I was inside, pushed me down, and even cleaned my ears for me. When she first came into the after we went shopping, that's what the bathroom was. Pushed down was when she had the catnip, and yeah, that got a little intense. And then cleaned ears as he was laying on her lap. So compared to all that, a little piggyback ride should be nothing, right?
じゃあ壁に向かってかがんでくれるかな。
I nodded and crouched down just as she instructed.
失礼して。よいしょっと。
Kaya's thighs settled onto my shoulder. Her body is pressed against mine, her weight, her warmth. I can feel it all so distinctly.
大丈夫？重くない？
Don't answer that wrong. Oh, nah, not at all. No shit, you don't ever tell a girl are heavy. In fact, she's so light it almost worries me. I know she eats well, so maybe she just doesn't gain weight easily.
じゃあ立ち上がってくれる？ゆっくりとね。そうそう、いい感じ。
I brace myself, putting all my strength into my legs as I carefully rise. As I do, Okayu's thighs brush against my neck, soft and warm. Even back when I used her lap as a pillow, I thought the same thing. Her legs are way softer than I expected.
ちょ、体ふらついてるよ。危ないって。
Stop squeezing your legs. My airway gets cut off and I stingily tap her thigh in a panic.
ごめん。でも本当に怖かったんだ。
It's my fault too. I swear I won't lose to your thighs again.
何を言ってるのかな。
Kyle tilts her head, looking confused. I ignore her and straighten my back. How's it looking? Think you can reach?
もうちょっとかな。全力で手を伸ばせば届くかも。ギリギリまで壁に近づいてくれる？そう、そのあたり。少し前の方に体重をかけるよ。ぐぬぬ。
The moment she leans in, something soft presses against the back of my head. Okay, should not be her boobs, as that's too high. Must be her stomach. I wish I were bald. I can't fully feel it.
よし、届いた。一気に登っちゃうね。
You sure? Be careful.
安心して。僕は猫だよ。バランス感覚には自信があるんだ。いくよ。それ。
The weight on my shoulders suddenly disappears. I glance up to see Okayu landing gracefully on top of the wall, waving down at me.
作戦成功。待っててね。今向こうでロープとか探してくるから。
You're looking up. She's in a skirt as far as I know. Yeah, no. She disappears beyond the wall. I strain my ears listening for any sign of her slipping or falling, but there's nothing. She really does have the agility of a cat. Before long, I hear footsteps approaching from the other side.
あったよ。しっかりと結んだから、そっちに投げるね。
I take a few steps back from the wall, and soon a rope drops down from above.
足とか手を引っ掛けられるように大きめの結び目を作っておいたよ。うまく使えばきっと登りやすいと思う。
I quietly admire her clever thinking before giving the rope a firm tug. Feels sturdy enough, doesn't seem like it's going to come loose. Alright, you got this. They're calming my nerves. I grip the rope tight and start climbing. I made it. My whole body aches from overusing muscles I don't normally use. Well, yeah, if you're not used to climbing a rope, you're going to have issues. I struggled to catch my breath and ended up resting my hands on my knees.
大丈夫？少し休憩する？
She's already in her bikini. No, I'm fine. My voice trails off as I gaze lingers on Okayu's slick toned figure.
動揺しすぎ。初めて見るわけじゃないでしょ。
Yeah, but still, no matter how many times I see her, I never get used to it. Her swimsuit suits her so well that my eyes naturally gravitate toward her. Especially under the night sky, it makes her look almost otherworldly.
君も着替えておいでよ。体操しながら待っててあげるからさ。
I nod as step into the shadow by the pool to change into my swimsuit. All you should really be doing is taking off your shirt.
はあ、気持ちいい。水温もちょうどいいね。何も考えず、ずーっとこうやって浮いていたいよ。
Kaya drifts effortlessly on her back, completely relaxed. It's a perfect black float. You're good at that. I never would have guessed you were bad with water even before.
まあね、今でも泳ぐよりこうやって浮いてる方が好きかな。だんだん頭の中が空っぽになってきて、自然の音と水の感触だけを感じて。君もやってみるといいよ。心が落ち着く。
I'm not that great at floating. I'll pass. Besides, I'd rather just watch her, but I keep that thought to myself.
そう？まあいっか。見て見て。星がすっごく綺麗。
Yeah, I would be distracted too. Tilt my head back to take in the night sky. The sky is crystal clear, with almost no clouds in sight. Even the Milky Way is visible in all its brilliance. Yeah, it's beautiful. You can see the summer triangle too.
何それ？
It's a famous summer. Oh, great. Famous summer asterism? Beautiful triangle formed by Vega from Lyra, Altair from Aquila, and Deneb from... Okay, I do not know anything astronomy-wise, so don't blame me if I butchered any of those names. From Cygus.
ああ、詳しいね。
I thought this was common knowledge, but maybe she's just not that interested in astronomy. Most people aren't, because I don't even know that. So I wonder about it. Okayu quietly scoots
ね
closer.
えねえ、星のこともっと詳しく教えてよ。
See that brightest one over there? That's Vega, or in Japanese folklore, or Hime. No shit. That one I know.
ああ、七夕のね。そう言われればわかるよ。
Tanabata. Tanabata. I'm trying to remember what that is. Fuck. I can't remember what that one is.
神社でも毎年大勢の人が短冊を飾りに来ていたの。
Okay, yep. I had a feeling that was... Okay. Tanabata is the summer, wishing festival. In a way. Most come, especially those not in Japan like myself, we know it from anime as when everyone hangs little pieces of paper from the tree with their wish on it. They do it in the summer and they do it in the winter, I believe.
確か君もお願い事してたような。
Well, even I rely on the gods sometimes. I glance back at her as I speak.
ちなみにその願いは叶ったの？
Not yet. Not even close. Guess the gods at small shrines aren't that reliable.
あはあはは。まあ神様も忙しいだろうからね。
Okayu and Krone.
願いしたの？
That I could take over the family rice ball shop, but well, that didn't
ま
happen.
だ子供だからって理由で？
No, my grandma said she didn't want to tie down my future. Ingredients costs keep rising every year, and you can buy cheap, tasty rice balls anywhere these days. She didn't want to leave me with a business that had no future. That's what she told me.
なるほどね。おばあちゃんにダメって言われたから諦めようとしてるんだ。
I don't have a choice, do I? It's her shop. The owner says no, there's nothing I can do. After I told her I wanted to take over, my grandma worked even harder than before, probably so I wouldn't worry. In the end, she collapsed. My relatives had to shut down the shop and practically forced her to take a long vacation. If I hadn't said something so stupid, she wouldn't have overworked herself. I wanted to protect the shop, so I ended up doing the exact opposite.
なるほどね。いろいろ納得がいったよ。僕はずっとおにぎり屋さんに未練があるなら続ければいいのにって思ってたけど、そんな簡単な話じゃなかったってことだね。
I nod. I know, I should really move on from this, but it's hard to let go of a dream I've had since I was a kid.
おばあちゃんにダメって言われたのは分かったよ。その言葉を素直に受け入れて勉強に精を出す。それもまたいい人生だと思う。けど納得できないなら無理に人の意見を受け入れる必要はないんじゃないかな。
But she's the one who raised me.
相変わらず律儀だね。君の長所だと思う。でも君は君だ。おばあちゃんじゃない。人に言われただけで夢を諦めるなんてすごく窮屈だと思うよ。もう少し自分に素直になってもいいんじゃないかな。
Ever since I lost my parents, I spent my life trying not to be a burden on anyone. I held back so I wouldn't trouble my grandma. I put on a fake smile whenever the topic of parents came up at school. Being honest with myself was never an option, so I brushed her off without even thinking. I can't just do whatever I want. Wouldn't that be too selfish?
いいじゃん、わがままで。我慢は体にも心にも毒だよ。
Okayu is an example of that.
それに誰かが何を言っても僕は君の味方。どれだけ責められたとしても僕が優しく慰めてあげるよ。
Okayu smiles, radiant beneath the moonlight, almost like an angel in disguise. The weight of my heart lifts, if only a little. Before I know it, tears start spilling down my cheeks.
ごめんね、泣かせるつもりはなかったんだけど。
And no, it's just pool water.
了解。そういうことにしておくよ。
He's the example of what our character just said there. FMA, Roy Mustang. It's a real bad day for rain. Major, it's not. It's a bad day for rain. Those that get that, yes. I have watched all of Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and read the manga. So, yeah. He uses death and everything, even though it was memed like crazy with their Mustang clip, but yeah. Okayu doesn't press farther, she simply floats in the water completely at ease. Just having her here makes it easier to open up. When I told my grandma I wanted to take over the rice ball shop, she shut me down immediately. But I just couldn't let it go, so I kept asking her day after day. Eventually, she told me if I could make a rice ball she approved of, she'd let me inherit the shop. But I failed. I couldn't recreate the taste no matter what I tried. I used the same ingredients and followed the same steps, but it just wasn't the same. You even said so yourself, right?
そうだね。うん。僕はおばあちゃんのおにぎりも君のおにぎりも食べたことがある。
I'm glad I don't have eye tracker on, because you guys would be. Well, then again, mostly everyone's eyes probably go to the same areas.
残念だけど全くの別物だったよ。
But there, they are, just completely different. Right? That's why I gave up on the shop and decided to go to university instead. Before I met Okayu, I thought I had made my peace with that choice. But then she came into my life, showed me what it meant to live freely, and all of a sudden I started wanting more. Now I can't lie to myself anymore. But even after that, I still couldn't let go. I've lived my whole life with that shop, you know. I can't stand the thought of losing the place I grew up in. The memory of losing my parents still shakes me even now. I can't lose the shop too. It would be like losing my family all over again. I don't ever want to feel that kind of loss. Again, okay, can you do me a favor and be my rice ball taste tester from now on? I need your advice, anything that can help me get even a little closer to my grandma's rice ball.
もちろんいいよ。言ったでしょ。僕は君の味方だって。君のやりたいこと全力で応援させてもらうよ。
Give me a minute here. There. I had a piece of string that was pissing me off on my. She says it like it's the most obvious thing, and somehow it makes me believe in myself too. Feel like I could start making a test batch right this second.
いい目つきになったね。僕はその表情好きだよ。
You gave me the push I didn't know I needed. Thanks, Okayu.
僕は思ったことを口に出しただけさ。素直に生きた方がいいっていうのは僕の持論だからね。
That's such a cat thing to say, honestly. I could learn from that. You live every day doing exactly what you want, don't you?
僕はどうかな。
For a moment, a shadow seems to fall over Okayu's expression. Cold sweat runs down my back. I get the feeling I said something wrong. Sorry, was that out of line?
全然。だって僕は。
Just as Okayu starts to say something, her cat ears twitch. Ah, shit.
誰か来る。
Our mouths clamp shut as we quickly scan our surroundings. Follow our gaze and see a flashlight approaching from the school building. How'd you know someone was coming?
猫は刺激に敏感だからね。気づかれたら大変だ。
Kinda hard to take you seriously with that
だっ
face.
てドキドキワクワクしない？もし見つかっちゃったらどうなっちゃうんだろう。きっとものすごく怒られて罰としてプール掃除なんかさせられちゃったり。
Really, Okayu? Just imagining it drains me, but Okayu's eyes sparkle with mischief. Wait, Okayu? Are you a masochist or something? Yes, she is.
S も M もどっちもいけるよ。でも愛がないとダメ。
Yep. That much I do know.
ただ厳しいだけは嫌だな。あと痛いのも嫌いだし。
Right, got it. I fight the urge to dig deeper and leave it at that. I would say yeah. Okay.
ブーブー。もっと僕に興味持ってよ。かまってよ。
You sure you want people knowing your kinks like that?
君相手なら別にいいけどね。もう今更って感じもするし。
Isn't she being a little too straightforward? Not that I mind being treated as if I'm special. Don't tell me Okayu likes me. That thought gets interrupted when by the metallic clink of a door opening. That sound must be coming from the locker room. Someone's heading to the
の
pool.
んびりおしゃべりしてる場合じゃなかったね。早く逃げなきゃ。
I nod, scrambled out of the pool, and climbed the wall in a hurry.
ふぅ、焦った焦った。外に出ちゃえばもう安心だね。蚊に刺されないうちに帰ろっか。
Wait, you're seriously going home like that? There's no way you can ride a bike 2 up while still wearing a swimsuit.
僕は気にしないけどね。むしろ肌で風を感じられて気持ちよさそう。君もどう？きっと涼しいと思うよ。こんな夜中に出歩いてる人もいないだろうから、人の目も気にしなくていいし。
She's got a point. Even the convenience stores out here in the countryside close at night. No one's likely to be around. Plus, spending a little more time with Okayu in her swimsuit wouldn't exactly be a bad thing. No. That's exactly the problem.
何が？
Can't exactly say my self-control, so I dodged the question. Nothing, just hurry up and get changed.
はーい。じゃ、茂みに隠れてくるね。もしかして、覗きたい？
No, idiot.
いい反応するね。じゃ、またね。
Tail swaying happily, Okayu disappears into the bushes. Let out a deep sigh and look up at the sky. Seriously, she's going to be the death of me. She always dragged me into stuff one way or another. But the truth is, I don't hate it. If anything, I kind of like it. Find myself wishing I could spend more time with her. But to do that, I gotta sort out my own problems first. The dream I gave up on, the one that's been smoldering deep inside of me. If I can face it head on, maybe then I'll be able to face Okayu properly too. Alright, let's do this. Even in the pitch black night, my voice is full of clarity.
はあ、風が気持ちいいね。髪も乾きそう。夏だからこその楽しみ方だよね。もうちょっと時期が遅れてたら寒くなりそう。
Kai's voice drifts lazily from the back of the bike. I want to say something, but I'm too hyper aware of her. I can't think straight.
もしかして怒ってる？全然喋らないじゃん。
No, it's not that. I scramble to get my thoughts in order, then finally speak. Tell me to be honest with myself, alright? So I decided I'll start training tomorrow to take over the rice ball shop.
いいことだと思うよ。頑張ってね。
And you'll be my official taste tester, right?
もちろん。僕は素直に生きる人を応援するからね。それにおにぎりをいっぱい食べられるなら僕にとっても悪い話じゃないよ。
Of course.
早く上達して僕に美味しいおにぎりを食べさせてね。
I can't see her from behind me, but I just know her tail swaying happily like always. The reaction feels like we've grown close enough that I can picture her reactions even without looking. That's exactly why I want to know more about her. I want to get even closer. Say, if I can make a rice ball that you're satisfied with, would you listen to what I have to say then?
もちろんいいけど今だって構わないよ。
No, not yet. I want to tell you properly once I've settled things. Taking over the rice ball shop and telling Okayu how I feel, most people probably wouldn't connect the two. But to me, they both matter the same way. If I can't face the dream I once ran from, I'll never truly move forward. And if I keep running, I won't be able to look Okayu in the eye. At this point, it's my pride that's on the line.
じゃあどんな話を聞かせてもらえるか楽しみにしているね。
Yeah, just promise you won't laugh it off, okay? As I push the pedals beneath my feet, I can feel the weight of my future responsibilities starting to set in. But it feels good to chase my dream again. I rode home with that feeling in my heart. Okay, we're getting Okayu's view. Oh, back at the shrine. A few hours after they got home, Okayu checks to make sure he's asleep before sneaking out to the shrine alone. There's no one around. The night is lit only by the soft glow of the moon and stars.
はあ困ったなあ。あれ絶対僕に告白しようと思ってるでしょ。嬉しいけど複雑。どうやってかわそうかな。そんなの決まってる。おかゆが神社に戻ってくればいいのさ。
Of course, Kurode.
まあそれが一番丸く収まるんだけどね。
Okayu flashes a troubled smile to Kurone after noticing she was suddenly sitting next to her.
きっとそろそろ潮時ってやつなんだよ。もう満足したでしょ。早く戻ってこないと手遅れになるって。でも戻ったらもう二度とこの姿にはなれない。仕方ないよ。もともとだいぶ無理してるんだし。っていうかポンポン力を使いすぎ。もっと自分のこと大事にして。手厳しいな。
Okay, let's out a sheepish laugh, scratching the back of her head in consolation.
とか言いつつ改める気もないくせに。そんなにあの人間のこと気に入ってるの？どうかな。僕は気ままな猫だから何も考えてないよ。風の向くまま気の向くまま明日は明日の風が吹くってね。
Kyle knowingly says the opposite of what she truly feels, but Kurone knows her well enough not to press farther.
おかゆは今が楽しい？うん。人間の生活は毎日が刺激的だからね。全然飽きないよ。長続きしないって分かってても？うん。まだやり残したことがあるから。花火もしたいし、海にも行きたい。スイカ割りとか他にもいろいろ。まだまだ夏は終わらない。終わらせたくないんだ。
Kaio speaks clearly and with conviction. Kurone sees determination in her eyes and gives her a soft nod.
そっか、わかった。でもいつ戻ってきてもいいんだからね。おかゆのこと待ってるから。ありがとう、これさん。もう少しだけ神社のことよろしくね。うん。おかゆも後悔だけはしないで。ハッピーエンドじゃないと認めないから。
Kurone waves her hand lightly and a dazzling light illuminates the shrine grounds. Just as quickly as they appeared, both the light and Kurone vanished into the night.
だってハッピーエンドにしたいよ。でもそれが難しいってことくらいコロさんも分かってるだろ。
Kaio whispers into the silent night, but no one replies. Okay, chapter 3. I stand in the kitchen by myself in the early morning after returning from the pool. Rice cooked in an earthenworn pot and crispy fried seaweed lie before me. Okay, let's do this. Quietly pump myself up as the door in the living room opens.
おはよう。今日は早起きだね。
Sorry, did I wake you up?
気にしなくていいよ。それより、なんかすっごくいい匂いするね。
What, Heaven? Don't want to beat my cat with my headphone cord. Give me a minute. There you go. Now my cat's in my lap. Okayu strolls over to me and peers over my shoulder.
へえ、土鍋で炊いたんだ。珍しいね。いつもは炊飯器なのに。
I have to cook the rice well to make it taste like my grandma's. It's a little burnt, but I think it turned out okay.
わあ、期待大だね。で、具はどうするの？
Now I think I'll keep it simple. It'll be easier to compare them if they're all flavored with salt.
いいんじゃないかな。完成したら僕にも食べさせ
What,
てくれる？
Heaven? Yes, I'll give you your pets. You know this. My cat is attention hungry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to pet my cat. Grayson. Attention hungry. You don't have toys in here. That was just him that moment, the mic there. If they turn out okay, sure. I use the rice paddle to scoop rice out of the pot. Intense heat spreads across my palm as soon as I take the rice in my hand. I'll never get used to this heat.
大丈夫かい？少し冷ました方が。
It won't be as delicious that way. Ow! The feeling transitions from heat to pain. I hadn't been practicing lately, so my hands aren't as calloused as before. By the time I finish making a few rice balls, my palms are bright red. Phew, I made some, but they're still a little misshapen. Sorry, I'll make them again.
そう？せっかく握ったんだし、僕にも食べさせてよ。
Just lay down, Heaven. That's all you gotta do. You're the one that walked up to my side here. No way, I can't let you eat these.
なんでさ、昨日の夜試食してくれって言ったの君だろ？
I did, but I want her to eat some that are a bit better than these. My pride is on the line. I can't bring myself to let her try these.
あんなところにオカニャンが
Oh no. Don't tell me we're gonna fall for that. Huh? What's what? I turn my gaze to where Okayu's point. We fell for it. And in that moment, I noticed Okayu's hand reach out beyond my field of view. Hey, wait! Okay, snatches the rice ball in an instant and pops it into her mouth.
大観かたにゃんご飯が熱くて握るときに余分な力が入っちゃったんじゃないかなまずくはないけど気持ちも伝わってこないしうまーってほどじゃないね
I thought so. I'll start again from scratch.
いつでも試食するから声かけて
Really? Surely you are a delicious rice ball.
しないよ僕はおにぎり大好きだし
Again, that is Okayu's fans. Saying anyway, they're onigiri balls.
それに君が作ったものなら喜んで食べるし
Oh wow, I really had to actually zoom in on that. Or look at that myself there. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are able to read that without looking in. But basically saying she'll be happy to eat anything we make. Thanks. As a cook, there's no better feeling than knowing someone out there wants to eat your food. That's why I have to make something delicious as soon as possible. With that in mind, I start forming more rice balls. After school, we head to the shopping mall to buy some daily necessities. As we head to the store, Okayu stops dead in her tracks.
へえ海水浴フェアかいろんなグッズを売ってるみたいねえねえちょっと覗いていかない
I nod and enter the store with Okayu. There are mannequins wearing swimsuits with beach balls lying at their feet. Water guns, floaties, and barbecue tools are also on sale. It's truly the height of summer.
いろんな道具が売られてるんだね面白いなこの前のプールはちょっと慌ただしかったから次はもう少しのんびり遊べるといいよね
Yeah, I was so afraid we'd get caught. As I say that, I think back to the day we snuck into the school swimming pool. The star-filled night sky was unforgettable, and so was the thrill and excitement of possibly being found. But more than anything, Okayu floating beside me was so beautiful, I could have watched her forever. She had almost magical aura surrounding her, completely different from her usual self. Can't get it out of my head.
はーいもしもーし
Oi! Oi!
大丈夫急にぼーっとしちゃってもしかして具合悪い
Yeah, I'm fine. I shake my head back and forth trying to get the image of Okayu in a swimsuit out of my head. But it's a difficult task, probably because she's right in front of me.
なんか顔が赤いなもしかしてまた何か隠してるそろそろ長い付き合いになってきたんだし隠し事しても無駄だよ特に君は分かりやすいんだしさあさあ早く入っちゃって楽になろう
Kayo comes over with a smile on her face. If I say I was thinking about her in a swimsuit, she'll never let me hear the end of it. How can I distract her? I know. Oh hey, is there anything you want? I'll buy you something.
珍しいねいつもは節約してるのにど
I just want to thank you for being my rice ball taster.
君も律儀だねプレゼントをもらうほどのことじゃないと思うけどでもそういうことなら素直に受け取っておこうかなちょうど欲しいものもあるし
Having said that, she reaches for a beach ball.
君と遊んだら楽しそうだなと思って どうかな？
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Kaya's a cat, so I guess it makes sense she wouldn't play with a ball. Gee. I think my cat don't have any of his in my room. If I deliberately throw it far away, she'll probably fetch it while complaining.
せっかくの機会だし、君も何か買ったらどうだい？
Yeah, I guess you're right. I look around the store and spot the perfect thing. I'll get the fireworks set. Nothing says summer like fireworks, right?
いいね。へえ、手持ち花火に線香花火、それにちょっとした打ち上げ花火も入ってるんだ。二人だったら長く遊べそうだね。
Kayu's face is positively beaming as she clutches the firework set. A few thousand yen is nothing if it'll make her this happy. We take both items to the register. So we are about to pay. The store clerk begins to say something.
ただいまモール全体でサマーカップル応援フェアを開催中です。カップルが使える割引券をお配りしておりますので、どうぞ。
Oh, thanks. Take the coupons without thinking and pay for the items. As soon as we leave the store, something grabs my neck from behind me. Hey, what the heck was that?
それはこっちのセリフだよ。どうして券を受け取ったのさ。
What do you mean? Why? I hadn't given much thought, so I don't know what to
だっ
say.
てそれカップル限定なんだろ？なのにそれを使っちゃったら、僕と君はカップルですって周りの人に言いふらしてることにならないかい？
You're overthinking. Only the store clerks would know.
かもしれないけど、でもさ。
Kay's face is bright red. I curse my lack of tact as I confess my honest feelings. I'm sorry, I didn't think it would cause a misunderstanding. I just thought it'd be good to save some money.
つまりお金のためだけに嘘をついて
A lot of people do that half the time.
僕の気持ちなんて何にも考えず割引券を受け取ったんだ。
Okayu's piercing gaze caused me to break into a cold sweat. I'm sorry.
怒ってないの？節約は大事だからね。早速券を使いに行こうよ。もちろんカップルのふりしてね。
She doesn't look mad, but she doesn't sound happy either. Maybe she didn't want people to think of us as a couple? I realize I've stepped on a landmine and my mouth goes dry. Okayu, I won't use the coupon, so forgive me, okay?
大丈夫大丈夫。もともと怒ってないから。
Yeah, right. That is a line that means, yeah, no, I'm still upset. Okay, well, I'll buy you an ice cream then. No, better. Ice cream in a crepe.
物で釣れると思ってるんだ。
Then how about massage? I have strong hand. I'll do all the chores today, so you can just relax. And there it is. Okayu teasing.
もう無理。耐えられない。ちょっと必死すぎるよ。
Huh? Okayu bursts out laughing and my mouth drops. Did I say something that funny?
おかしかった。君の困った顔を見られたから、さっきのはチャラにしてあげる。だから、もうビクビクしなくていいよ。
Oh, thank goodness. I breathe out a sigh of relief, but as I calm down, a question comes to mind. Why were you so mad? Did I say something weird?
それは、だって、恋人に見られるなんて、結構恥ずかしいじゃないか。なのに、君はさらっと受け入れちゃって、すごく驚いたんだ。で、理由を聞いたら、割引券のためだって言うだろう。僕だけ意識してたことがムカーってきちゃって、つい怒っちゃった。
Kaya sticks out her tongue playfully, as if to hide her embarrassment. I understand her reasoning, but I'm still surprised it upset her that much. Never thought she could possibly think about me in that way, but maybe.
あ、でもさっき言ってたことは全部本当にしてよ。アイスは一番高いやつにしてよ。タッチとかさ。で、マッサージもしてもらって、家事もやってもらって、僕はアイスを食べるマシーンになる。完璧。僕は口を開けてるから、君がいい感じに食べさせてね。
Wait, I have to do all that?
君が言い出したんだろう。それとも、つくつもり？
Damn! She got me there. I don't have a choice anymore. I shrug my shoulders as token resistance before letting out an exaggerated sigh. I got it. A man doesn't go back on his word.
ありがとう。早速アイス買いに行こう。
Okayu is in a great mood and me escorting her. We've been like this since we first met, but now it feels like things are changing. We're definitely getting closer. And it seems like Okayu is starting to be more conscious of me. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I hope that's the case.
ほら、早く早く。置いてくよ。
I'm coming. I catch up to Okayu and we start walking together. As promised, I bought her expensive ice cream, gave her a massage, and did all the chores. A few days later, I make rice balls for lunch after coming home from morning classes. I'm now staring at Okayu, who is about to pop one into her mouth.
じゃあ、いただきまーす。あんまり見られていると食べづらいんだけど。
Sorry, it's just that I'm confident this time, so I really want to know what you think. Recently, I've been making rice balls every day and feeding them to Okayu. They look better now, and I'm finally able to make ones that I'm satisfied with.
確かに見た目は美味しそうだよね。今までで一番綺麗かも。じゃあ、改めていただきまーす。
Okayu takes a big bite of the rice ball with her little mouth. I watch with bated breath as I hear a gulp from her throat.
ごちそうさまでした。美味しかったよ。でも、正直なこと言うと、おばあちゃんのおにぎりの方が美味しいかな。似てはいるんだけど、上っ面だけ真似してるっていうか、それっぽいものでしかないというか。
I knew it. What should I do now? I've copied the ingredients, amounts, and recipe perfectly, yet whenever I finish, it's always completely different. I don't know what to do now, and I can't help but scratch my head.
最近、ちょっと根を詰めすぎなんじゃない？少し練習を休んで、リラックスした方がいいよ。
Kayu's right. Making rice balls isn't something you can improve solely by repetition. But I'm not the kind of guy who can switch his mindset and immerse himself in something else at the drop of a hat. Can I make one more?
僕と遊ぼうよ。最近僕のこと構ってくれないじゃないか。猫は寂しいと拗ねちゃうんだぞ。
Yes, I know that. Okayu grabs my arm and starts shaking it. I'm briefly moved, but I can't bring myself to nod.
これでもダメか。
Uh-oh. What's she going to plan to do now?
じゃあ勝負しよう。僕が勝ったら僕と一緒にお出かけ。君が勝ったら僕はもう口出ししない。
It's lose-lose for me, but Okayu thought it was it up for my sake. Thinking that I agreed to the competition. Okay, but what were we competing in?
じゃあ
Mogu
もぐ
Mogu
もぐ
Cart.
カードで勝負だ。
There's the Mogu Mogu. Mogo Mogo Kart is a beloved racing game. Players race on the course, and the person who finishes 3 laps first wins. The secret to its popularity lies in its simple controls and depth of strategy available to you via items you pick up. Basically, Mario Kart. Pretty good at Mogo Mogo Kart. I don't know if you stand a chance.
いいね、その自信。ますます勝ちたくなってきたよ。強い相手とじゃないと僕も張り合いがないからね。
I'm trying to think in all the Hololive competitions. At least the 2 I've seen. Where did I think Okayu hosted 1 year. She didn't take part. Otherwise, I think she was one of the top people in most of the Mario Kart races I've seen in Hololive.
さあさあ、早く準備しよう。負けないよ。
Bring it on. Watching Okayu have so much fun makes me excited too. But competitions are a different story. I'm going to use my decade of Mogo Mogo Kart experience to win this. Both grinning fearlessly, we start setting up the game together. Just to lose. Familiar startup sound plays as we start up the game. What? Come here, Heaven. In a room I don't have access to right now. I've been making nothing but rice balls lately. It's been a minute since I played a game.
おやおや、今から負けた時の言い訳ですか？
Oh. There. Yes, you're in my arms now, Heaven. I'll give you your pets and attention. As if there's no way I'll lose at a game I've played for a decade. Choose my favorite character in cart and press the confirm button.
スピードタイプを選んだんだ。先行逃げ切りって感じかな。
Oh, you know your stuff. Mogo Mogo Kart has a lot of different characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. I don't think the modern day Mario Karts do. No, the old ones used to. Knowing the traits of your opponent shows that you really know your stuff.
僕はバランスタイプが好きなんだよね。どんな場面でも対応できるからさ。コースはランダムでいいかな？
Fine by me. I'll say I'll always do random whenever I do races or any fighting. As we chat, I adjust how I'm sitting to prepare for the race. To do so, my hand slips and lightly touches Okayu's thigh. Sorry.
むしろもっとくっつく
It'll be hard to play like that.
ほほうプレイなんて意味深なこと言うじゃないか
I'm talking about the game. Yeah. I almost got swept up in Okayu's pace. Split-second decisions make all the difference in racing games. I can't let myself get distracted. Calm myself down and select random stage. It ends up being the longest stage of the game. Something like Rainbow Road. Okay, let's do this.
すごく真剣な顔してるね僕ちょっとドキッとしちゃったよ
Look here, you. I turn toward Okayu just as I try to respond. Just then I notice that the button on her shirt collar is undone. Spot her cleavage peeking through and can't help but look.
んどうしたの
Your button is undone. I gather up all the rationality I can muster and stick to the facts.
ああこれ開けてるんだきっちり止めてると胸が苦しくて下着までは見えないし別にいいでしょ
No, it's not.
もう始まっちゃう
Oh, shit. Look up just as the red light turns green. Press the gas button a little too late and miss the opening speed boost. Okayu, on the other hand, nails the timing and dashes off with the main group.
好きありいやーこれじゃあ僕は楽勝かもね
Oh my gosh. I'm only just getting started. I purposefully drive off the course and land at the end of the curve. In other words, I took a shortcut.
おやるね一気に差を詰めてきたじゃんでもまだまだ抜かせないよ
Okayu makes use of precise driving techniques to maintain the lead. Drifts. It'll be all over if this is a regular racing game, but thankfully it's Mogu Mogu Kart. I pick up a bomb and set my sights on Okayu. Don't take this personally.
ああそんな
Okayu's cart gets caught up in the explosion and flips over. I cruise right past the aftermath. First lap ends and now there's only 2 laps left.
まだまだ勝負はこれからだよ
Okayu's face sobers up as she controls her cart. Lean forward and unintentionally get an even deeper glimpse into Okayu's cleavage. I can't help myself. My instincts take control and I look over at Okayu. As a result, my character drives off the course. Yeah.
あれあれどうしちゃったのかな
I just lost my grip a bit.
本当かなさっきから僕のこと見てるくせに女の子は視線に敏感なんだよ知ってた
What are you talking about? Try to play it off, but I can feel beads of sweat roll down my back. My lead fades away as Okayu starts to close the gap.
ねえねえ今日の下着何色だと思う
Really, Okayu? Okayu!
怒らないでよちょっと聞いただけじゃんほらほら集中してないとまたコースアウトしちゃうよ
I'm so shaken up I can't play properly, but Okayu is still racing flawlessly. I'm hanging on thanks to my character, but it'll all be over if I make one more mistake.
喋れば喋るほどにプレーが上手くなるみたいなんだよね特に君の動揺している姿を見たりツッコミを聞いているとどんどんやる気が湧いてくる
You and that personality of yours. I fly into the third lap with Okayu falling a few seconds later. Thought I could win easily, but now it's looking like it'll come down to the wire.
ほらほらのんびりしてると追い抜いちゃうよ
I know that. Come on, drive faster.
走りじいおじいさん走ってるの
Come last. Drive. So that was on purpose. Drive faster. No, I meant to say faster.
砂が口に入る
Stop trying to make me laugh.
口で相手を翻弄するのも作戦のうちだよま、君の場合は胸に夢中で勝手に自爆したんだけど
That's not what happened.
やり
I'm too slow with the controller and blow out in a corner. Okayu then proceeds to blast right past me.
じゃあねお先に
Come back here! And Okayu wins. I chase after Okayu desperately, but it's too late. I finish behind her and lose the competition.
やっぱりゲームで勝つって気持ちいいねというわけで約束は果たしてもらうよこれから僕とお出かけすること
I know, I said I'd do whatever you asked. I lost, but having fun with Okayu left me feeling refreshed for the first time in a while. Guess my stress has been piling up for some time now. So where are we going?
すぐそこだよついてきて
We tie up the console, get changed, and head out together. To the shrine. You want to come to the shrine? I figured you want to go shopping or to the
オーダー
arcade.
したでしょ掃除に来る予定だったの一日早いけどいいタイミングかなと思って
It's tradition in my family to clean the shrine once a week. My grandma said our family has done it for generations, so I've continued the
夏
tradition.
が深まってきてちょっとずつ秋の気配がしてきたでしょ僕のふるさとだから綺麗にしておきたいんだ
As she says that, I notice small twigs and fallen leaves littering the shrine grounds. Alright then, let's start by sweeping. I'll grab the
僕
tools.
はちりとり担当君はほうき担当ね
Sure, but
そ
why?
の方が僕が動かなくて済む
Lazy cat! Cunning as usual, I see. Smile really, but I'm not really upset. We're just going to be clean, but for some reason I feel excited as I head to grab the supplies. We finished some of the sweeping before cooling off under the roof of the shrine. I'm wiped. Let's take a
い
break.
やー暑いね暦の上じゃそろそろ夏も終わるっていうのに
I nod as I take a sip of the barley tea I brought from home. As I catch my breath, I look around and remember the incident from a few weeks ago. This is where we first met. It feels nostalgic, like it happened ages ago or something.
僕もだよ毎日をすごく濃く感じる笑ったりからかったり遊んだり学校に行ったりいろんなことをしたね
You are always getting me worked up. It's like I can never
そん
relax.
なこと言っちゃってまんざらでもないくせに
Well, you aren't wrong. There's no point in hiding it, so I admit the
う
truth.
わだいぶ素直になったねでもいじられても楽しいなんてなかなか特殊だよね
Huh? No way. I'm sure the old me would have turned bright red. But I'm more experienced now and I've learned how to handle her. Lately, you've been the one turning red when I tease you back. Maybe you're the masochist.
僕は S でもあり M でもあるよ君をいじってる時もいじられてる時も楽しいんだまあ相手が君だからなんだろうけどね見ず知らずの人にからかわれたらさすがにムッとしそうだし
No, not if it was Corona. Corona, you would enjoy. See, the only people that can tease Okayu... No, actually... The only time I've seen her actually flustered... Non-clip-wise... Was, when she did a trade with Fulamoko. Where they had to give her a... Etchy voice line. Okayu's honest words made me happy and a little embarrassed. Means that I'm special to her. So if I go for it, would our relationship take an extra step forward?
おかゆは渡しません
What? Huh? Look around frantically, but don't see anyone
どう
else.
したの急に真っ青になって
I thought I heard a voice, someone saying they wouldn't let me have you or
大
something.
丈夫大丈夫きっと動物の鳴き声だよ
No, it was definitely human, I'm sure of it. It wasn't your voice, though. Could it be a
気に
ghost?
しすぎだってこんな昼間から出るわけないよ
I guess, but Never really believed in the occult, but what if it was for real? Could I have been cursed? I don't remember doing anything bad, though. In spite of the smeltering midsummer heat, I feel a chill running down my spine. Uh-oh.
Okayunyumu.
What's Krone doing?
ああ、すっかりビビっちゃったよ。どうしよう。コロさん、ちょっとやりすぎだよ。
Okayu speaks to Krone internally. Krone's voice responds
ごめん
back.
だよ。でも、おかゆたちも悪くないゴーレの前でイチャイチャすることないでしょ
Yep, there it is.
確かに、配慮が足りなかったよ。ごめんね。でも、
Oh.
これからどうしよう。
Okayu bows her head slightly toward the shrine, being careful not to be spotted.
とはいえ、本当のことを言うわけにもいかないし。
いっそのこと、夜の神社に誘っちゃえば雰囲気怖そうだけど、何も起きなかったってなれば、彼も安心すると思う。
だね。神社は怖いところじゃないんだよって実感してもらわなきゃ。僕が育った場所だもん。あんまりネガティブな印象は持ってほしくない。ありがとう、コロさん。なんとかなりそうな気がしてきた。
はーい。ゴーレは目をつぶってるから、あとは2人で頑張ってね。
Okayu waits for Krone's presence to disappear before speaking. Now back to us again. Of course. That probably all happened within a minute.
じゃあ、夜の神社でデートしよう。
Really? What? Why? Are you trying to freak me out even more?
違う。夜の神社なんていかにも怖い目に遭いそうでしょ。でも何も起きなければ少なくとも危害を加えてくる存在はいないって実感できるんじゃない？
Well, sure. Assuming nothing does happen, I would have gone along with it before, but after hearing the voice, can't say I'm really feeling up for it now. As I hesitate, Okayu pats me on the shoulder.
大丈夫。僕も一緒にいてあげるから。二人なら怖くない。でしょ？
Yeah, I guess.
僕も君との夜の散歩楽しみだな。今夜も晴れそうだし、きっといい思い出になるよ。
Looking at Okayu's smiling face, I can't say I don't want to go. And an evening date does sound appealing, if only it weren't at a shrine. All I can do is pray that nothing will happen. Nothing will. Okayu's the guardian deity of the shrine. We're here.
ここまで来たら楽しもうよ。じゃないと人生損するよ。
What exactly is there to enjoy here? The shrine is dark at night, with a slightly solemn atmosphere. To be honest, I don't really want to stay here for long.
こんな可愛い僕と夜のデートができるんだよ。すっごく幸運なことじゃない？
I thought I told you it's rude to say that about yourself. I would have rather gone on a date somewhere a bit more festive. It's only natural. Isn't it sacrilegious to look for ghosts at a shrine at night? Won't the gods be angry?
大丈夫、大丈夫。神様はすっごく心が広いから、このぐらいのことじゃ怒らないよ。ちょっと場所借りるだけだしね。ほら、行こう。
Okayu grabs my arm and pulls herself in for a hug. I feel her soft chest press against me and tense up. They're touching me.
ちょっとしたサービスだよ。こうしたら、嫌い気持ちもどこかに行っちゃうでしょ。
I am speechless, unable to deny it. My sense of fear has certainly faded a bit. Yeah, it's being overrun by arousal.
図星みたいだね。じゃあ、行こうか。
Pulled by Okayu, we head to the back of the shrine. Okay, what the hell's going to happen? Are we doing a test of courage? This place is quite atmospheric.
そう？普通の森だと思うけど。 だいたいこの辺りまでなら君もおばあちゃんと一緒に来たことあるでしょ。春先になると大きなカゴを背負って山菜を取りに来てたじゃないか。
How do you remember that?
ふふん、僕は神社に住み着いてた猫ってことを忘れてもらっちゃ困るよ。神社での出来事はだいたい覚えているのさ。
Kyle continues to talk as usual as we head to the back of the forest. There are no signs of hesitation in her footsteps. Are you not afraid of ghosts?
全然。幽霊なんかより虫の方がよっぽど怖いよ。それに聞いたところによると幽霊ってエッチな出来事が苦手らしいんだ。僕は結構耐性ある方だからむしろ幽霊の方から逃げていきそうだよね。
I don't know what she's talking about, but her carefulness is contagious. Her cheerfulness is contagious. Can't hear my mouth. My heart gradually calms down and I have time to look around. I've seen that tree before. It's a permission tree. A persimmon tree. Ugh. Messing up words.
そうだよ。秋になると実がなるんだ。小さい頃の君はよく登って柿をもいでいたね。たまに降りれなくなってレースを描いてたけど。
Geez, how long ago was that? Vaguely remember those days. I think I was in elementary school. So Okayu has been living here for that long. Kai, you lived here for a while, haven't you? Thought cats aged quicker than humans.
こらこら、女の子に年を聞くのは失礼だって習
Kayu's
わなかったのかい？
a god deity.
あんまり失礼だといたずらしちゃうぞ。
Sorry. If she teases me here, I'll probably let out a strange noise. Just as that thought crosses my mind while walking. Well, I'm startled by a crackling branch and start cowering.
大丈夫。ただの枝だよ。うっかり踏んじゃって折れたみたいだ。
Sheesh, that really startled me. And the birds. What was that?
鳥だよ鳥。もうびっくりしすぎだって。
You're not doing this on purpose, are you?
ないよ。まだ。
Why the yet? Please don't play tricks on me until we get
うー
home.
ん、どうしようかな。君が驚いた時のリアクションすっごくいいしな。
Just as Okayo's grin sheepishly, a big bush in front of us starts rustling.
静かに。
Okayo's ears perk up and she checks the surroundings. There is something there in the bush.
タヌキかイノシシか、もしかすると。
A bear? Okay. Can't help but allow a dry laugh. If it's a bear, we're done for. Recently, I heard more and more stories of bears coming down from the mountains. It's not entirely impossible.
ゆっくりと後ずさりしながら逃げよう。さあ、君から早く。
That's gonna be Korone. What are you gonna do?
君が逃げられたら僕も逃げるよ。大丈夫。僕は猫だから。身のこなしにも素早さにも自信がある。本当にクマだったとしても無傷で逃げられるよ。
Kai speaks with complete confidence. How can she be so relaxed at a time like this? Maybe better just to leave it to her. I can't let you do that. I'm mad at myself for letting such a cowardly thought cross my mind. Can't run away and leave the girl I like in danger. Okayu, you go first. I muster up my last ounce of courage and stand before
何
Okayu.
言ってるんだよ。君はただの人間なんだよ。怪我したらどうするのさ。僕が何とかする。うまくやれる自信もあるから。ただの猫相手に命を張ることなんてないだろ。
And this is when we omit it. I don't care what you are. I shake my head back and forth while locking eyes with Okayu. Not leaving you behind. I'll definitely protect you. Doesn't matter if you're a cat or a human. I'll never let you get hurt. I speak with determination and turn back to face the bush. Just then I see a pair of green eyes shining through the leaves. It's Krone. The reflection of the eyes bobs up and down as it approaches.
あの目、もしかして。
It's Krone. Get back, Okayu. There's no point in both of us getting hurt. Us both getting hurt. Don't try and save me if I get eaten. Just call the
待
police.
って待って。ほら、もっと上の方を照らしてごらん。
What, Heaven? Yes, I'll give you your pets. You're just gonna lay right there. Yes. My cat wants attention. I do as I'm told and see a complicated branch-like shadow. Is that a horn? So that means a deer emerges from within the bush. Oh, it's a deer. It looks at us before returning to the depth of the forest. What the heck? Don't scare me like that. I slump against a nearby tree, my strength drained away. Sweat is pouring out of every pore in my body while I take quick gasps of air. Guess animals are way scarier than ghosts.
だね。もしかすると、君が聞こえてきたって声も動物の鳴き声だったりして。
Yeah, it was a dog. Lisa didn't say Yubi Yubi. And my cat just took my hand. I can't reach my mouse. I'm leaning back in my chair. My cat just took my hand. There, I got my hand back. Maybe. I didn't know they lived back here. The nerve of them getting us all worked up. When I calmed down, I realized I did something pretty embarrassing. Thinking it was a bear, I offered sacrifice myself like some sort of comic book hero. Expected Okayu to make fun of me, but she doesn't say a word. You're not going to tease me for getting so worked up?
僕のために本気になってくれたんだろう。むしろお礼を言いたいくらいだよ。
Look down. Look down, Heaven. My cat wants to play. Of course he does.
捨て身でも僕を守ろうとしてくれて嬉しかった。まあちょっとオーバーだったとも思うけど、それでも勇気づけられたことには間違いないし、かっこよかったよ。
I see. Instead of being relieved, I'm surprised by the high praise. This might be the first time I've ever been called cool. I had a hard time accepting the honest praise, so I just scratched my cheek nervously.
さあそろそろ帰ろうか。僕お腹空いちゃった。
Of course, Okayu's getting hungry. Me too, but there might be more animals, so be careful. I'll go first, so just follow me.
はーい。
Shine my phone light on the path as we walk back. My strong will to protect Okayu drives me forward. We soon arrive home without incident. As we reach the living room, Okayu slumps onto the table.
お腹ペコペコだよ。早く食べさせて。
Yes, of course, right away. I smile wearily at Okayu, who has reverted to her spoiled self, so I make her a rice ball. The rice has been kept warm, and the salmon filling was grilled in advance. I get a little bigger with the hope that it'll fill Okayu up. Here you go.
大きすぎだよ。両手じゃないと持てないって。
You said you were hungry, right? So I'm sure you can finish it.
どうかな。いただきまーす。
Okayo chomps down on the rice ball. I can't make any promises about the flavor, so but it should at least be filling. With that in mind, I head back to the kitchen to make my own.
ねえねえ、今日って何か特別なことした？
Not really. If anything, I cut some corners. Is it bad? I asked Okayo nervously, but she shakes her head
逆
vigorously.
すっごく美味しく感じて、どんな魔法を使ったんだろうって思った。
No, like I said, I even cut some corners. I answer honestly, shaking my head. The rice isn't freshly cooked. It's too big and I didn't shape it that well. When I think about what changed, I guess it's how I was feeling as I shaped it. Till now, I've been shaping them thinking I had to make something delicious that would surpass my grandma. But today, I was just thinking about making it quickly and filling for you. I was so glad we made it home safe and felt I should treasure her more. But that's too embarrassing to bring up.
なるほど。だから僕には美味しく感じるんだね。
Don't decide that on your own. That doesn't sound right to me.
このおにぎりには君の真心が込められているんだよ。
Okayu speaks while staring at the rice bowl, as if it were a dazzling jewel.
見た目はいびつだし、大きすぎるし。普段作っているものの方が丁寧に作られてると思う。でも、その丁寧さより君の真心が大事ってことだよ。
I get what you're saying, but I'm still not convinced. So it's more about feeling than technique? Let me take a bite. I want to see if it's really that good.
ダメだよ。これは君が送ってくれた大切なおにぎりなんだ。いくら君のお願いでも分けてあげられない。
Okayu hides the rice ball from me like a child trying to protect her precious treasure. I raise my hands with a weary smile. Okay, you can keep that rice ball. But tell me one thing, is it more delicious than my grandma's?
お米の柔らかさとか口の中で勝手にほどける感じはおばあちゃんの方が圧倒的だったけど、好みで言ったら君のおにぎりの方が好きかな。僕はその時その時の気持ちを大事にして生きてるから余計にそう思うんだ。
Okayu stops talking and gobbles up the rice ball.
やっぱりすごく美味しい。優しい味がする。
Well, I'm glad. I can tell from her expression that it's not just flattery. She really does think it's delicious. I'm relieved, but another question pops into my mind. It's my dream to make rice balls that my grandma approves of so I can continue the rice ball shop. If I shape them with fillings, do you think my grandma would acknowledge me as her
ど
successor?
うだろうね。僕は僕であっておばあちゃんじゃないから。でもおばあちゃんに君の本気は伝わると思う。それにいざとなったら僕も説得を手伝うよ。だから君は食べてくれる人を一人一人思い浮かべながら本気でおにぎりを作ればいい。そうしたら結果は勝手についてくると思うよ。
Kay's words touch my heart. I've never received this kind of support before. With her by my side, I'm sure it'll work out. I have no proof, but that's what I want to believe.
美味しかった。ごちそうさまでした。
You ate it all, even though it was that big.
美味しくてつい。でももう入んない。お腹パンパンだよ。
Kayo stretches out with a big smile on her face.
僕のためにおにぎり作ってくれる？
Of course, I respond confidently. To realize my dream of taking over the rice ball shop, I have to make rice balls that can satisfy my grandma. I've only been concerned with technique until now, but Okayu taught me that I also have to put my feelings into it too. Can't compete with my grandma's technique, so maybe I compete with her when it comes to fillings. When my grandma comes home, I'm going to give her a rice ball filled with my honest emotions. No matter what the results, I'll be able to accept it.
素直な気持ちをぶつければおばあちゃんも分かってくれるさ。 僕も応援してるから頑張って。
Okayu trusts me unconditionally. I can once again feel her growing importance in my life. If we keep living like this, we'll remain good friends who can talk about anything. But I want more. I find myself wanting to take our relationship even farther. Then instead of trying to further solidify my desire to keep her by my side. Thanks,
ど
Okayu.
ういたしまして。じゃあ僕はシャワーを浴びてくるね。
Okayu leaves me alone in the living room. I look over at the door to her room and open my mouth slightly. I have to tell her my true feelings. Remembering Okayu's bright smile from before, I decide to take the biggest gamble of my life. Uh-oh. It's a clear morning on a day off, and I'm eating breakfast with Okayu as usual. I can hear the weather anchor on TV, but I'm not really listening to what they're saying.
今日は30度超えか。夏が帰ってきたって感じだね。
Of course it's not.
風も穏やかで絶好の海水浴日和らしいよ。ねえ、聞いてる？
What?
今日もいい天気らしいよって話。どうしたの？ぼーっとして。
I have something on my mind. Without giving any details, I sip on my miso soup. Too busy thinking about when and how to confess my feelings to Okayu. Weekdays are so busy, so days off are my best bet. But it doesn't feel right to just blurt it out at home. I want to create that appropriate mood and tell her when the timing's right. But I can't find the right opportunity. Hey, do you have any plans today?
特には。なにどこか連れてってくれるの？
I didn't say. I started to speak but closed my mouth in a panic. Maybe this is my chance. If I play my cards right, I can take Okayu out. Going out will create the right mood and might give me the perfect chance to confess. But where should I take her? TV starts blaring as I'm lost in thought. The screen shows interviews of people enjoying their last beach trip of the season. The beach. Now that I think about it, we bought a beach ball and fireworks, but never really used them. Maybe we should go today. If we time it right, we can get there just after lunch.
面白そう。僕、海に行くの初めてだよ。浜辺で遊ぶもよし、浮き輪に捕まってのんびりするもよし。君と一緒ならきっと楽しめると思うな。
Kaya smiles gently. She must be daydreaming about all the things she can do at the beach. In contrast to how relaxed Okayu is, my heart is pounding. We can play and get even closer at the beach, then talk about the future while doing fireworks. Then I can confess. It's a bit cheesy, but I think it'll work. It should be easy to create the right atmosphere, too. Okay, let's finish eating and get ready. Don't forget to get changed.
はーい。あ、そうだ。服の下に水着着ていこうかな。そしたら向こうでの手間も省けるし。それに急に服を脱ぎ出したら君も驚きそうだし。
Okayu's voice is full of mischief. Normally I'd say something back, but my mind is elsewhere. Because today, I'm going to confess.
ちょっとリアクション薄いよ。何を悩んでるか知らないけど、もっと楽しまなきゃ。せっかくの海だよ。
You're right, I was zoning out. This is bad. If I keep looking serious, it'll ruin the atmosphere. If I'm going to confess, I need to make sure she has a good time. Okay, let's get ready.
途中でアイス買う？外すっごく暑そうだから休憩しながら行きたいんだ。
Normally I say no, but just for today, let's splurge a little.
まさか OK くれるとは。行ってみるものだね。
Shh.
最近ずいぶんと僕に甘いし。もしかして僕のこと好きになっちゃった？
No, I'm caught off guard by her accent and can't speak. My face gets red as my mind goes blank.
冗談なんだけど。もう、やだな。そんな反応されたら、本気で僕のことが好きみたいじゃないか。
He does.
もっとわかりやすいリアクションしないと、勘違いされちゃうぞ。
Kaya pokes me in the side with a smile on her face. I would normally say I'm joking, but I can't do that today. because I decided I was going to be honest with myself.
なんかすっごく真面目な表情してるね。いつもと全然雰囲気が違う。一体どうしちゃったのさ。
I just have a lot on my mind. Do my best to dodge her question. If I say I'm going to confess after the date, it'll just confuse Okayu. I have to keep it a secret until the last minute. Until then, I just want to enjoy our beach date.
ね、わかった。深くは聞かないよ。じゃあ、僕は着替えてくるから。君も準備よろしくね。
Okayu finishes her breakfast and returns to her room. Okay, guess I better get ready too. I have to get my swimsuit and the beach ball, and I also need to prepare a special something. I might get too nervous and not be able to speak properly, but as long as I have my secret weapon, I should be able to convey my feelings. Check to make sure Okayu is still in her room and dash into the kitchen. Onigiri. Uh-oh.
まさか本当にこれを着ることになるなんてね。もしもの時のために買っておいてよかった。
Okayu looks at herself in the
着る
mirror.
のは試着以来だからすっごい違和感だ。本当に似合ってるのかな。
Wearing a dress. Kaya spins around to check herself out thoroughly. She looks like any normal young
大
girl.
丈夫かな。彼も試着の時は似合ってるって言ってくれたし。まあ彼なら何着てても似合ってるって言いそうだけど。
She smiles, imagining him blushing as he compliments her in his usual blunt manner. However, her reverie suddenly
で
ends.
も彼のあの反応、やっぱりそういうことだよね。今日言うつもりなんだ。この関係を壊してでも。
Caillou sighs. She's glad that he likes her. If not, she wouldn't have been able to move in and live with him. But when it comes to accepting his
こんな
feelings,
時コロさんだったら悩む必要なんてないでしょって言うだろうな。お腹痛いとか適当な理由を言えば海に行かないで済むだろうし。
she knows that since he's kind, he may be disappointed, but he never forced her to do anything she doesn't wanna. The whole confession thing will be forgotten and things will go back to usual
ふざ
tomorrow.
け合ったりいたずらしたり買い物に行ったり学校に行ったり毎日すっごく楽しいし、これ以上のことなんて望んだら罰が当たるよ。
Uh-oh. Okayu continues to mutter to herself. Being so, the discord in her heart won't
彼
stop.
の話を聞く気がないなら聞かざる必要だってない。おめかししていったら余計に彼が好意を持つかもしれないんだ。
Kaya grabs the hem of her clothes. At that moment, memories with him come flooding back. The warmth she felt when she first snuggled into the futon. Their shopping trip filled with lively conversation. A sunset in his back that she saw from his bike. The starry sky in his profile that she saw at the pool. As she savors every moment, Okayu turns her head forward. She sees her eyes welling up in the mirror.
彼は真面目で優しくて僕のことを第一に考えてくれた。それに彼に素直に生きろと言ったのは僕なんだ。彼の決意を冗談にしていいはずない。きちんと向き合わなきゃ。たとえどんな結果になったとしても。
Oh no, why do I have a feeling this is not going to be a happy ending like with Aquarium? Kaya lets out a short breath and straightens out her clothes. Before leaving the room, she stops
そうだ
suddenly.
ちゃんと今日のことを書いておかなきゃ。もう書けなくなるかもしれないし。
Oh no. Kaya opens the well-used notebook on her desk. Kaya's picture diary is written on the cover. Oh no. I have a feeling this is going to be our end.
おお、これが海か。この先全部水で満たされてるんだね。話には聞いてたし、テレビで見たこともあったけど、実物だとスケール感が段違いだ。この海の向こうには何があるのか。
Sadly,
確かめに行きたく
you're
な
not
る
going to be able
ね。
to see what's on the other side. Okayu, in her childlike excitement, it really does seem like she's never seen the sea before. I have to make sure she enjoys our first beach date. Okay, let's change into our swimsuits.
で、その前に、せっかくおろしたての服を着てきたんだよ。何か感想ないの？
I told you when we left, it looks good on you.
ありーない。もっと僕を褒めて。もっと構って。
I mean, really? I look over Kayu's body again. Simple design by her long limbs really emphasize her body line. She normally dresses like a tomboy, but today she looks like an elegant young lady. The fact that the hem is a little short is one aspect that matches Okayu's style, however. As I think about these things, I come to the conclusion that you look really cute.
ありがとう。
Okayu blushes shyly and looks away. I get caught up in the embarrassment as well, and the awkward atmosphere fills the air. Don't be all shy. You're the one who wanted to be
そ
praised.
うだけど、胸にキュンときちゃって。言い方なのか、シチュエーションのせいなのかわからないけど、すっごくドキドキするんだ。変だよね。今までこんなことなかったのに。
It's not weird. It means that Okayu picked up on my feelings. The fact that my feelings were conveyed to her makes me really happy, and joy wells up in my heart.
ともかく褒めてくれてありがとう。じゃあ僕は着替えてくるから、また後でね。
No. No peeking, of course. Okayu heads to the changing room without waiting for a response. I head to the men's changing room, making a mental note not to peek. No shit. I change into my swimsuit and secure a spot for us on the beach, while Okayu still hasn't returned. The combination of boredom and anticipation makes me restless, wondering when she'll come back.
ごめん、また？ もしもーし。ここは今来たところっていうところだぞ。
No, I just got
棒読
here.
みか。
She puts me in my place perfectly. Of course, I wanted to say something witty, but mine went blank and there was nothing I could do.
試着でもお風呂場でも見せたじゃないか。動揺しすぎだよ。ほら、ぼーっとしてないでビーチボール膨らませて。
I thought we already did that. I nod silently and put the beach ball up to my mouth. Take a deep breath and blow into it with force.
このボール大きいからパンパンにするの大変そうだね。
No, they're not. I can do that easily.
ほら、頑張れ、頑張れ。
Of course. Fight to. Gambade, fight to, fight to. Okay, I've seen enough anime that I know damn things. Oh my gosh.
少しずつ大きくなってきたね。でも、君の本気はこんなものじゃないでしょ。
Why do we have ASMR?
君のかっこいいところ、もっと見たいな。ほら、もうちょっとお腹に力込めて。さあ、そのまま勢いよく全部吐き出しちゃって。ふーって。
What the hell? Okay, why the ASMR? Hey, you're distracting me. Yeah, that would distract anyone.
怒った怒った。もうせっかく応援してあげてたのに。
In an etchy way.
でも君の緊張もほぐれたみたいでよかったよかった。
Kayo laughs as she moves away from me. I can feel the tension in my shoulders releasing. Sorry for making things awkward.
全然僕も君をからかいたかったし。ほらほら、もうちょっとでボールがパンパンになるよ。ファイトファイト。
I keep blowing up the ball while Okayu cheers me on. Then I firmly put the stopper into the air hole. There we go.
ありがとう。じゃあこれ使って遊ぼうよ。何か罰ゲームかけてさ。
Oh no. Why did I just hear Batsu? Why? No. You mean like the winner gets to make the loser do something?
いいね。じゃあボールを落としたら負けね。もちろんわざと取れないように投げるのはダメだよ。
No, no. Why are we bringing a Batsu into this? Okay, let's make it a gentleman's game. The rules are loose, but it's not a real competition, so it should be fine. I want to prioritize having fun with Okayu over winning.
絶対に勝つよ。
Say, Okayu's gamers. No, everything's a competition. Especially when there's a Batsu. Okayu and I face each other about 3 meters apart. I'm trying to think how far that is. Eh, not that far. She holds the beach ball over her head and opens her mouth wide.
ルールを確認するね。今からボールをパスし合って落としたらマイナス1ポイント。マイナスが5ポイントになった方の負け。
So it's basically the first to 5 points. No objections, bring it on.
じゃあ行くよ。それ。
I thought she would throw a gentle curveball, but instead she swings her arms like a baseball player and launches the ball in a straight line. Seriously? Kick the sand and dive forward, barely managing to catch it.
おお、やるね。ナイスキャッチ。
Thought we agreed not to throw balls that couldn't be caught.
びっくりさせようと思って。それに君だったらどんなボールでも取ってくれると信じてたんだ。
Especially if it's you. Wow, you have a lot of trust in my abilities. I stand up, brushing off the sand, and throw the ball back.
よっとっと。うん、キャッチっと。結構風に流されるね。取れないかと思った。
It's a beach ball and you're at the beach. That makes sense.
さあ、また投げるよ。それ。
This time I really expect a nice curveball, but Okayu throws the ball straight up in the air, and as it comes down, it reflects the sunlight into my eyes. Hey, Okayu!
ちゃんとふんわりしたボール投げたよ。風強いから慎重にキャッチしてね。
Where's it going to come down? I thought the ball would drop off, but it gets picked up by the wind and bobs up and down until it drops behind me.
はい、マイナス1ポイント。
I thought we were playing a gentleman's game.
十分取りやすいでしょ。ボールは軽いからゆっくり落ちてくるし。
Not when you can't see it.
僕だったら絶対に落とさないと思うな。
Well, if that's how you want to play this, I grin devilishly as I pick up the ball and throw it straight up in the air just as Okayu did.
高っ。
Ha, you won't be able to catch this one so easily.
よっと。
Ha! Okayu jumps up with agility and catches the falling ball. Are you for real? Did you forget she's a cat?
忘れたの？僕は猫だよ。身のこなしの軽さには自信があるんだ。
The game's rigged from the start.
どれだけ変なところに投げてもきちんと取るから安心して投げていいよ。
So in other words, I remember the rules of the game. Letting the ball touch the ground means you lose the point, so you can't lose as long as you keep catching it. I have no chance.
そうね。
She got me good, but there's no sense in complaining after the rules have been agreed to. Well, I just have to keep catching it then.
本気の目になったね。見てるだけでゾクゾクしちゃうよ。そんなにじっと見つめて僕のことどうしたのかな。
I'm only looking at the ball. I answer without hesitation and maintain my focus. I want to win against Okayu at least once. I prepare myself to be able to go wherever the ball is thrown.
ボールばっかり見てないで僕のことも見てよ。どうしたら僕のことも見てくれる？
Uh-oh, what's she planning? Okayu lowers the ball below her chest while speaking in a sweet voice. I see her cleavage come into view and my gaze is drawn to it.
はい、好きよ。
Ah, shit. Okayu suddenly throws the ball in the air. I don't react at all and just watch it fall to the ground.
ポイント。いいのかい？このままだと負けちゃうよ。
It's not over yet. I deliberately throw the ball sharply at Okayu.
ナイスピッチ。
I don't stand a chance. I see her catch it easily and realize that the game is already over.
いやー、楽しかった。海に入る前のちょうどいい準備体操になったね。さてさて、どんなお願い事を聞いてもらおうかな。
Doesn't matter, make it whatever you want. In the end, Okayu didn't even lose a single point. It was so one-sided that it was almost
そ
refreshing.
んなやけにならなくても大丈夫だよ。無茶なことは頼まないから。ただちょっと海の家で借りてきてほしいものがあるんだ。
Okayu tells me her request and we head to the stall. Let's say it's gonna be a raft.
楽ちん楽ちん。こうやってのんびりと浮いていられるのやっぱり好きだな。潮風も気持ちいいし、目をつむったらぐっすり寝られそう。
Don't do that. You might capsize.
その時は君が助けてくれるでしょ。だから問題なし。
Okayu stretches out her arms with a relaxed expression. The floaty rocks back and forth, but I hold it firmly so that it doesn't capsize.
フロートのレンタル時間は30分だっけ？時間ギリギリまで楽しみたいな。君は大丈夫？疲れてない？
I'm fine. It's not tiring at all. I regain my grip on the rope extending from the floaty. Having lost the game, I have to listen to Kayu's request. That request was to rent a floaty and pull her on it. Figure you asked for something way harder than this.
もう、君は僕を何だと思ってるのさ。
I know some of your Batsu games, Okayu. Really? Such as making Fuamoko do a lewd voice. Aha. Come on now. But then again, it backfired on you because you got flustered. Okayu splashes water at me while laughing.
これでも十分贅沢だよ。君がそばにいて好きなことをやって 楽しい毎日を過ごして、これ以上何を望むっていうのさ。
I hear her muttering and my mouth opens naturally. I want much more. I want to make more memories with you and go to many different places. And I want to tell you how I feel, I quietly think to myself.
人間は欲張りだね。猫にはわからないや。
I only became this greedy after meeting you, Okayu. Till recently, I had given up on many things. Stopped being selfish after losing my parents and stopped chasing my dreams so I wouldn't trouble my grandmother. But Okayu taught me to be honest with myself, and now I keep discovering more things I want to do. Being swept away by my feelings every day has become more vivid. Can't go back to how things were before.
じゃあ今の君は何をしたいのかな。教えてくれたら僕が叶えてあげてもいいよ。
Okayu gives me a provocative look. I want to tell her how I feel, but now's not the time. So I think she taps on the floaty.
例えば君もこの上に乗りたいとか。
Come on, it's only for one person, it'll flip over.
うまくバランス取れば大丈夫だよ。キューってくっつけば狭さも気にならないと思うよ。密着しすぎて君をドキドキさせちゃうかもね。水着だから結構肌出てるし。それとも僕の肌なんてもう見飽きちゃった？
I shake my head back and forth vigorously. I wouldn't complain if I saw her slender limbs and ample cleavage up close every day for the rest of my life.
正直だね。偉い偉い。いいよ。じっくり見ても君相手だったら嫌じゃないし。でも見てるだけで
What,
いい
Heaven?
のかな？
Come here. Just a few more minutes, okay? There are other swimmers around. If we get on together, we'll be treated like an annoying couple. But such reason is powerless against Okayu's sweet voice. Oh, it had something. Come on now, what are you going to do? If you don't hurry, I might change my mind. Okay, I'm in. I grab the floaty and start putting my weight on it.
ちょい。まさか本当に乗ってくるなんて。
Shh.
待って。
Okayu got flustered again. Of course she would. My cat's meowing behind me.
僕が反対側に行くから。ダメだ。体重差がありすぎてバランスが。にゃわー。
Uh-oh. The floaty flips over, throwing Okayu into the sea.
海水飲んだ。しょっぱい。もうひどいじゃないか。まさか本気にするとは思わなかったんだよ。絶対照れて乗ってこないと思ったのに。お返しだよ。えい。僕だっていっぱい飲んじゃったんだからおあいこだよ。まだ全然足りない。えい。逃げちゃダメだよ。もっとびしょ濡れになっちゃえ。もうすっかり日が暮れたね。星まで見えてきた。
Okay. Not sure if my mic was picking up that whole time there. No, it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. As I was saying, hope you all enjoyed. We'll see how the confession goes in our next session, which we should be able to finish it. And there might be some surprise streams with multiplayer here and there. Not at the 9 o'clock hour, but we will see. But I do hope you all enjoyed. Look forward to our next Okayunyumu. Keep playing on. See yous.